A man sat alone watching an old black and white movie. Suddenly, lightning flashed, and the princess from the film stepped right through the screen. She was entirely in black and white. The man was both terrified and fascinated. Just as he tried to get closer, the princess smacked him with a bottle. Before he could react, she dashed out the door, excited by the colorful real world. She kept asking him the names of all the colors she saw. He explained as best he could, trailing behind her nervously. He'd had a crush on this movie heroine for ages. At first, he thought she must be the spirit of the late actress, but when he tried to confess his feelings, she hit him again. Kenshi was afraid someone would discover her, so he hurried her back into the theater, even covered her head with a jacket. But their suspicious behavior caught the attention of the police. Just as she lifted the jacket, the princess knocked the officer out. Kenshi panicked and rushed her home. After some questioning, he learned she wasn't the actress's ghost, but actually a princess from the movie world. Miyuki said her world was all black and white, so she wanted to see the human world's colors for herself.
今日からお前は私のしもべだ。
Kenshi didn't really want to, but couldn't resist Miyuki's determination. So the next day he took her to a movie set as she asked. Miyuki was curious how movie characters were created. To keep her identity a secret, Kenshi brought her to the makeup room. She used makeup to cover up her black and white skin. When she finished, Kenshi was stunned. She looked breathtaking. Proudly, he showed Miyuki around the studio, telling her not to touch anything. But the moment he turned his back, Miyuki got fascinated by a huge movie poster. Mesmerized by all the colors, she grabbed some paint and went wild. By the time Kenshi came back, the poster was a rainbow mess. He was terrified and apologized non-stop to the director. Just then, the famous actor passed by. He actually loved Miyuki's creation, but the next moment, the star was a big deal on set. If she hit him, Kenshi could lose his job. But Miyuki had no idea how serious things were. Ever since she'd arrived at the studio, she kept causing trouble, and Kenshi was always the one who had to clean up her messes. He finally lost his patience and didn't want to play servant anymore. But then Miyuki lost her protective charm. She kept ordering Kenshi to help her find it. After a heated argument, Miyuki set off to look for it herself. By then, it was pouring rain. Kenshi watched the storm, feeling worried in spite of himself. Though he said he didn't want to help her, he eventually caved, grabbed an umbrella, and found Miyuki. He helped her search for the charm. Miyuki's attitude softened, and she began to act like a child. Kenshi couldn't help but laugh. Just then, the rain stopped and a rainbow appeared. Miyuki was mesmerized. It was something she'd never seen in her black and white world. Their friendship mended. Good news soon followed. Kenshi had always dreamed of being a director. He watched movies alone just to study the craft. The company delivered some big news. They wanted Kenshi to write a script, and if it was good enough, he'd get to direct. He was thrilled, but had no idea this was all arranged by the boss's daughter, Kaisu. She'd admired his dedication for a long time and secretly asked her father to help. Kenshi thought it was all thanks to his hard work. He just wanted to write an amazing story, but he was stuck for inspiration. So he visited the old projectionist at the theater for advice. The old man told him, life is the best teacher. Only real emotions can move the audience. So Kenshi decided to turn his experience with Miyuki into a romantic movie about their magical meeting.